In today's Razorback Daily, we're joined by Stephen Dix Jr., a vocal leader in the linebacker room and a force on the field. It's Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. I'm Quinn Grovey alongside my man Matt Zimmerman, and you're listening to the Razorback Daily.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for joining us on the Razorback Daily. So glad you're with us. I wonder if Eric Persky, he's a former Razorback basketball player, lives in Houston, big number 52, played for Coach Sutton and Nolan Richardson. Wonder, he says he listens every day. I'm going to do an Eric Persky test right here, see if he heard his name. Quinn and Tara, I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. We've got a lot to cover, so buckle up. We got a great episode. Quinn just said we're going to talk to Stephen Dix. That's awesome, and you're going to enjoy that. So it's really good stuff. Quinn, camp continues to roll on. Tara's been over there a lot. Lot going on with Hogs Plus. We had a great clip we're going to let you listen to here in a minute. And those of you will be able to see it that watch on Hogs Plus on Taylon Green, Next Level. That came out last night on Monday night. Good stuff. Quinn Grovey. And we keep rolling down the road with camp. Things are going well, it seems like.
Well, first of all, I love all the behind-the-scenes stuff that Hogs Plus does. I mean, you know, when everybody's looking for some type of information, everybody's looking for some type of information. And what you find is a lot of coaches, they don't feel comfortable giving information to outsiders. But, you know, when you have an outfit like Hogs Plus who's helpful with the university and does all those things from a highlighting standpoint, they give them information. But what you find is other teams start looking at Hogs Plus. So if we got, 15 other teams.
You think other schools have ever bought the $7.99 a month to listen to Hogs Plus? Has a university done that? Answer that, Quinn.
I'm going to say yes.
I say no.
I'm going to say yes. They got just like they got somebody watching a transfer portal, just like they got somebody watching, who's going to study hall. They got big enough staffs to go ahead and have somebody.
They don't watch you go study hall no more. That was that was in the old world of college athletics. This world, they don't do that. That was in the era of we're really pushing graduation. We still want them to graduate, but now we don't know if they're going to be here past this school year. So it's all different. We want them to do well. We want them to stay, but they ain't checking like they used to. I'm just telling you.
Well, anyway. I do believe that somebody is watching all these content things. Everybody's looking for an edge. I don't care. I mean, that like coaches, they didn't want to play their spring game because people were looking for advantages and really trying to figure out not only from the standpoint of what you're doing offensively and defensively, because
who's not playing, who might transfer.
That's exactly right. So yes. The answer to that question, I would believe that people are looking at that type of stuff. And that's why I think the stuff that Tara and Saul and, all those folks at Hogs Plus do is they make sure that they put out content that the university is comfortable with, that's going to give our fans insight, but not give away any trade secrets. So I think this Taylon Green Next Level is another one of those things. I'm excited about this episode of Taylon Green Next Level. I mean, this guy is flat out fantastic. And let's go ahead and take a look at the clip.
All right. So if we look at this to start with, why do we run the motion?
So to get the corner off a press.
Right. So if we are getting press, usually the short motion takes the press off. So we get
Coach Petrino had, a lot to say I have to get better at it. And that's what I really, love about Coach Petrino, whether it's my footwork or, my mechanics and just being more consistent with, my decision making with, the turnovers, like I said. He already had like a cut up of my like falling away throws, my fadeaway throws, and he like dials it in like how many times I completed the ball, how many times I didn't, my sidearm throws, how many times I completed it, how many times I didn't, and my completion percentage of that, my completion percentage when I like have perfect mechanics and things like that. So it was really cool to see how he, dissected that and his plans for me during the off season to, coaches can tell you, what you have to get better at, but, the really elite coaches, the great coaches, will, guide you and coach you through it. And that's what, I really liked about Coach Petrino is we had a plan to, go about what I had to get better.
So you say...
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying this foot is going to go here. See how my toes pointed where I'm at? Now I'm getting them to the ball deep. I'm giving him all that alley to run the ball.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right?
Foot out. Set.
That's better. That's better. That's better. Foot out.
Twice a week going through old film and going through the grading sheet that he does. He does he grades your decision making and execution. Maybe your decision making was great where I threw the ball or handed it off, but my execution was bad, so it's twofold. Or maybe it was bad, decision making, but I executed and made a play. So those are the things that he grades on. He has his comments too, and I just wanted to know sometimes in situations why he called a certain play and what he wants me to execute and what he wants me to think. So I got to be on the same page, with him. That was really the big thing that I took, from the off season. Of course, I'm going through all the installs again and dissecting the defenses and the really detailed, routes and my footwork and what the O-line does. So just getting all 11, to do, one thing, which is, our job is to score every single time on the field and protect the football. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just be another Petrino out there.
Pretty good stuff right there. Just such a mature young man. And Quinn, we really enjoyed. We got to watch the show before last night, a couple days early, and that was awesome. But folks, go back and watch this if you haven't. It's really good. The maturity that he had. I love the quotes from the other people, Quinn, in there. I mean, you had everybody from Coach Pittman talking about we've built our offense around him. You got some great quotes from Talon, as you just heard right there, some of them. I like the honesty from Coach Petrino, or as Talon calls him sometimes, Petrino. He just calls him Petrino.
I do love the coaching points that Coach Petrino is doing. I mean, a lot of times when Coach Petrino's talking about footwork, where your eyes are, and the common fan is just really not going to really understand what that means. And on one of those clips right there, I thought Petrino did a very good job of, when he's coaching Talon, and it was a run play. It was basically a run play and how important his footwork was. So it's not only footwork in the passing game when you take that 3, 5, 7 step drop and how you navigate the pocket, but it's also in the run game. He was talking about taking a deeper step right there so you can get the football back to your running back a little quicker, get your feet out of the way. So he has the ability now to have that front side A gap, the back side A gap, or cut it all the way back to the B gap. I mean, so you give that running back a lot of room. And those are the little coaching points that sometimes you'll see a quarterback trip over a center, over a guard, or the running back and the quarterback will get their feet tangled. So it's all about everybody running their tracks, doing the right things in the right way. But I love that. And then I love the fact how Coach Petrino tracks, off balance throws, those back foot throws. Sometimes you're going to have to be able to do that. But the question is, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? And that, from a quarterback, that's where you can really help yourself, because Talon has the ability. He flat out has the ability to navigate, make plays happen. And you got to have a quarterback that can do that. When things break down, you got to have a quarterback that can just make a play. But if you can help yourself from a pre-snap standpoint, where is the pressure coming? Why am I in this situation? So you go back and look at all those off-platform throws where your completion percentage was not high. And now you can just take a look at that. Okay, what can I do now? Where is this pressure coming from? What can I do from a protection standpoint that's going to allow me to have a clean pocket? Because my completion percent is much higher when I have a clean pocket. And so that's a big thing. And so that, to me, that's why, when Coach Petrino had a guy like a Lamar Jackson who won a Heisman Trophy, he has all the athletic ability in the world. But if you can get him to play within that structure, understanding where things are coming from, and utilize all the tools, not just your athletic ability, because you can get out of a lot of situations like that, but you don't want to be able to have to rely on that all the time. You want to make sure from a mental standpoint, you understand where the pressure's coming from, what the protection looks like, and where I'm going down the field and what the coverage looks like. If you can start doing all that, that athletic ability is going to take over. you got the answers to the test. And when an athletic guy has the answers to the test, ooh-wee, that's a problem. And I think Taylor Green will be able to have a lot of the answers to the test because he's got one of the best coaches, one of the best offensive coordinators out there in Bobby Petrino, and this is year 2. He wants to be good, and I think he'll have an opportunity to be great this year.
Well, that's good stuff. That'll get you pumped up for sure. We all are. We've been excited. And other stuff great coming up on Hogs Plus. First episode tonight, 8 o'clock, folks, free. This is Camping Out. We did this last year, and it is called Camping Out. Tonight, 8 o'clock. If you're not a Hogs Plus subscriber, we know some of you are. We know some of you are not. Go on there. It's free. Hogsplus.com. You can watch it for free. The only time you can watch it for free is 8 o'clock tonight. And Coach Travis Williams is going to be on there. Tara will be running that. So go check it out. Maybe a couple of other defensive players will be there. So that's going to go on tonight. But so it's a defensive theme right now. But check that out tonight. Razorback defense going to be huge part of if we can have a tremendous season and win a lot of games. Quinn, you've talked about the defense, but it'll be interesting to see what the guys say on there tonight and what Coach Travis Williams has to say. They need to have a great camp, be ready to hammer it and get off to a great start. Speaking of defense, Quinn, before we talk about Stephen Dix, I'm going to put you on the spot. Folks, Quinn, I know I'm about to ask him this, but I'm ready to go. I've already got 3 or 4
may not answer it. So, I mean, you're not.
No, you ready? Okay, you ready? Quinn, when I say the best linebackers in Razorback football history, Quinn, who are some of those? I'm going to throw one at you before you start.
Don't start with Thumper. You're going to start with Thumper.
No, I ain't going to start. I'm not. I'm going to start with Billy. I don't know who Thumper is. I'm going to say Billy.
Wayne Thumper Harris?
Oh, Wayne Harris. Oh, Wayne Harris. No, I was going to say Billy Ray Smith. I loved Billy Ray. He played a little defensive line at Arkansas.
Defensive end.
Yeah, but he was a linebacker in the pros.
Yeah.
But I always okay, go ahead, Quinn. Who's some of the greatest linebackers?
Wayne Thumper Harris, when you go way back, I mean, and then you look at Dennis Dirt Winston.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Didn't think about him.
That's a guy who knew his history. I know my history, Z.
Yeah, okay.
That was a big time linebacker, boy. He can go get you. I think with when you talk about the number of tackles that people had, I mean, I think you got to talk about a Bumper Pool. I mean, he was very good. I mean, he's one of your more recent guys. Look at you smiling. See, you smiling like you don't give a guy credit for
without Tony Bua. You're not gonna say Tony Bua.
Am I finished?
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
All right, keep going. You've done some good ones, and Bumper definitely deserves mentioning.
Yeah, you
for sure.
Give him credit. Then you got to talk about guys like Tony Boo. I mean, it's not the order. I mean, like
no. Not in order.
I mean,
okay.
One of the guys I played with, and people don't give this guy a whole lot of credit. 2 of them, Mick Thomas and LaSalle Harper. Those guys would get after you in a big time way.
Them old school names right there, buddy. I didn't even think about Mick Thomas.
They get after you like crazy. So
what about Reggie Hall? He was your Reggie Hall.
I love Reggie. You got Otis Lloyd. You got Kerry Owens, who played some linebacker, the Stuttgart, the Ricebirds. Those guys were fantastic. We could do this all day long, but and I'm sure. And Ricky Williams, he's the first guy who hit me whenever I was
Ricky Williams,
on campus. He forced me to get those big old thigh pads because he hit me in my thigh, bruised my thigh, and I was like, I'm not going to do this ever again. And so, Ricky, he introduced me to college football hits. And so, but there's a lot of linebackers, man.
Quinn, was Jerry Franklin, wasn't he a linebacker?
Jerry Franklin was a linebacker.
I liked Jerry Franklin when he played.
Yeah, he was solid. But linebackers are great, man. I mean, we had a great list, a long list of linebackers. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the 2 we got right now with Sorey and Dix, those guys are big time. And I think Dix is ready to make big time plays and lead this football team and lead this defense.
At Arvest Bank, we've got loans and lines of credit for almost anything. Need to improve your home? Maybe you need to consolidate debt or purchase a new vehicle. Well, then apply online today. Arvest.com/loans. Arvest.com/loans. Equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval. All right, here we are back on the Razorback Daily. We always appreciate you joining us. Quinn Grovey, we got a special guest with us. We got a Razorback Daily alum, and we are so excited. We've been hearing so much good about him. We saw it with our own eyes last year as number 14 was running around the field, making plays, creating havoc. We're glad he's back with us again. Stephen Dix Jr. Stephen, welcome back to the Razorback Daily.
Man, what's going on, man? So good to see y'all.
Well, you were big last year, but I think you're bigger. You must be sitting up closer to the camera. You look huge, man.
Man, Coach Saunders, man, he got us in there lifting weight, bro. It's non-negotiable, man.
Well, speaking of that, I was at football last Thursday, and I went by and saw Coach Souders. I like to go in there and get that energy, and he was kind of laid back that day because he had his little girl in there, and we were talking, and he said, "I've been around a lot of great summers and springs." I mean, he just couldn't stop bragging about y'all's work that y'all have done for him this summer, especially. That got me fired up, man. And I know he's not the kind just going to throw that out there. He was really pumping y'all. Y'all had a good summer working out.
Oh, yeah, man. Dog, we was getting after it, man. I think the biggest thing is you saw a lot of player leadership emerge this summer, man. And I think that's really what helped us take that next step, man, going into this season. You know, we're taking accountability on our own accord, not the coaches, man. We don't really, obviously need them to oversee everything, but dude, we're taking it in our own hands, man, because this is our team and we want to make this season special for us.
Hey, Stephen, when I look at this defense, I mean, I love looking at you and Sori. I know the defensive front has got to be there for y'all to really make the plays that y'all need to make, but when I look at the two linebackers and you and Sori, I don't see a better pair of linebackers in the SEC.
Man, you won't, man. And I'm gonna be real. I think me and him really grown this past spring, man, just building the chemistry between us. Me and him talk about it all the time when we're just, sitting around getting something to eat in the locker room, man. Like, dog, we're gonna be the best linebacker duo this year, man. We still got guys like Tavion and Shaw, man, that's coming around, bro. Like, we just all around gonna have a great linebacker unit this year, man, and it's gonna be exciting to watch.
We got a chance to talk to you last year. One of the funniest things you said to me was the fact, this is when NCAA 2025 came out, or 2024, whatever game it was, and you said you were still on Marshall. Are you on the Razorbacks this year?
Yeah, I'm on the Razorbacks this year, man. Then we had filled out the little sheet or whatever to get put in the game, and I didn't know if they would update mine at all or if they would switch it around, but I don't know. I may have been on both, to be honest. I don't know. I have to go back and check it, but I know for a fact I'm on the Razorbacks this year. So.
Okay,
that's a good thing. We had some fun with that last year.
Oh yeah, man.
We had some fun with that last year. Well, you're one of the older guys on the team. You've been in college football a long time now, and you've got that experience. You've got I'm sure I've heard you talk about this a little bit before. Leaning on that experience that helps you. You know kind of what's happening. You know what's about to happen. That's very important. Just talk about your leadership role.
Yeah, man. I think I've gotten a great grasp on defenses when it comes to a schematical standpoint. It's just I don't know, man. I've been in so many, this is my third defense playing in, man. A lot of it's kind of same as, but it just becomes a little more natural, and it's easy to learn when I get the basic concepts down and stuff. So, and I think that's really helped me go into the spring because stuff just felt like it was becoming just so much easier. It was just natural, I wouldn't have to think about it. And so I think now for me, on my part, is to, just continue to work those areas of improvement and continue to be more consistent with it. Not doing it until I can't get it right, but doing it until I just can't get it wrong. And then also just having the young guys come along, man. You've seen a lot of growth with, the leadership that I've been given in the linebacker room with, Bradley Shaw and Tavion Osman. They really coming along, man. And I think that's a leadership that me and Sori have been, showing up to this point. But I mean, just being around for this long and having this experience, man, it's made me very comfortable, man. It's given me a lot of confidence to go out here and make this my best season yet.
Hey, Stephen, with that, I mean, you talked about doing things that's going to take care of other people. But looking at you, you have a great game, and a lot of fans just see what they see on the field. And I go back to myself, and I think people used to see, I used to be a shaker, baker. I could run, I could do whatever. But what's one part of your game that you feel maybe underappreciated that people just really don't see? Because I'm like, man, I can throw it, I can do this. I can make things happen. I mean, what's that underappreciated aspect of your game that people just may not see when they see all the physical attributes that you bring to the table?
I would definitely say when it comes to communicating, man, like we can draw it up on a board a million times, when we're sitting in the meeting rooms and we're going through it, man. But when you're out there on Saturdays, man, you got like 80,000 people watching the stands and it's loud and it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And, now we got the mic system up and stuff, and I'm communicating with T-Will on the sideline. Like that stuff's it's not as easy as it seems, man. It's not like a video game necessarily, when you're really living out those factors of the crowd and stuff. So I think that's something that people don't really see, and they think it's just we out there just kind of going through it. But I mean, it's very competitive out here, obviously with people trying to steal signals and stuff, when we have to like do what we can to just to win, man. And I think definitely when it comes to communicating, man, in that atmosphere, bro, that's something that's definitely underappreciated, man. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You pretty loud? You pretty loud out there?
Oh, yeah, gotta be. I don't have a choice.
Yeah. What about Xavier? He seems like he'd be loud out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man, me and him both be having screaming matches out there, trying to get calls out there, calls out to everybody, man. We got to, because I'll say that, and I need him to echo it, man, because it's just like I can't do it all by myself necessarily. I'll say it to maybe the front, the D line, and he'll say it to the back end. We just got to make sure we get the call out so we're all on the same page.
What about that D-line? Of course, Cam, huge personality. We're going to need a great season out of him. As you look at those guys in front of you, what do you think so far?
Dude, they're coming along, man. I think you're seeing a lot of guys like Quincy Rose. You're seeing Danny, man. I think they're really stepping up, man. Charlie as well, man. Like, we got some guys that are really showing up for us. And then some of the transfers like Boone, man. I think we got a really good defensive line, man. We just got to continue to just have them keep coming along, man, because they've been doing a great job, and I think they'll really, fill in those places that we had left, Landon and Eric, man, those are big shoes to fill, but I have no doubt that we have the players to do so, man. I think our D-line's coming along, as well as Ian, man. He's done a great job this spring, man. So I think our D-line's gonna really produce this year.
Hey, Stephen, when you're out there playing that linebacker position, I mean, you're like the quarterback on the field, and you got to be able to see stuff. You talk about the communication aspect of it, which is critical. But when they line up pre-snap, and boy, I tell you what, that play starts, and there's a lot that happens from a linebacker perspective. Just like a quarterback is processing a lot of information, you are too. I mean, so that eye discipline and what you're trying to do, and making sure that from a pre-snap read that you're reading those keys in the right way is critical for a linebacker.
Oh yeah, man. Nah. Hey man, you gotta have your eyes in the right place, man. If you don't, you're not setting yourself up for success, honestly, man. So I think that's the biggest thing, man. First step is always just reading your keys, man, and then playing ball. Once you're doing your job in the right place and the ball gets snapped, at the end of the day, you're just playing football, man. Like, run to whoever got the ball, But I think definitely, like you said, having your eyes in the right place, reading your keys, man. Those are definitely things you need to do to have success within the defense.
Yeah, that's good. That's going to be exciting to watch. And last year we started off in Little Rock. I grew up going to Little Rock games. Love going down there. We'll be there soon enough when we play Arkansas State. But it's going to be nice, and it start off at Razorback Stadium. We don't have to travel. You don't have to go to a hotel. And you get to play that first game August 30th against Alabama A&M. I know you got to be excited about starting off at home.
Oh yeah, man. No, it's an awesome stadium, man, to be honest. I played in, the Doak Campbell, the Marshall Stadium, man. And I mean, I'm gonna be real, man, it's something different about this one, in my opinion, man. I think you really feel the community, man, when you're sitting around, because you got people that are just, all around favor that come out to see us, man. And I think as this past year has gone, I'm really learning about how much this university means to this community. I'm understanding how much the football team means, and to go out here for the first game, not go to Little Rock, which is, I guess, technically a home game, but to be here in Fayetteville, man, that means a lot, especially for my last season. So I just can't wait to get out there, man. I love playing in that stadium.
And then we just played in the Liberty Bowl. We're gonna go back there and play Memphis again, another place you're familiar. Yep. How about that? Yeah. You familiar with the place?
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
Hey, Stephen, when you look at, you from a linebacker perspective, I know you want to go to the league. Everybody wants to go to the league. And when you think about your game, would you talk about pass coverage, or you cover in space, man to man? Are you more of a run stopper? What would you say in your mind? We've seen you play. I know you can do it all, but what would you say is probably the biggest strength of your game?
I think definitely, man, fitting that run, yeah, linebackers got to play the pass, man, but dude, we got to stop that run first and foremost,
Yeah.
bro. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, man? You stop that. I feel like with our defense, when you stop that run, man, it's very hard to beat us. It's very difficult. Like offenses won't have that much success if they cannot run the ball. Like I don't think they'll have success on us, man. To be honest, and I think that's something we pride ourselves in. So I would definitely say one of my biggest strengths is fitting that run. And T. Will said it many times, man. Just that natural flow to the ball, man. And you just, you're a linebacker, man. You got to love to hit people. So that's just something that I really enjoy doing, to be honest with you.
I'd like to see you hit Quinn Grovey. He like to run that option quarterback.
I wouldn't.
Smaller quarterback. He's fast, so he was fast and quick. But if you could just get that good beat on him.
Yeah, get the angle on him, man. I don't know.
Oh, I'm headed to the sideline. You can find me headed to the sideline for sure. That's where I'm going. And then I'm going to talk bad to you when you can't get your hands on.
Try to get that penalty. Try to get that penalty on that sideline.
That's what he's trying to do.
Hey, I'm going to make you want to get me, Stephen. Yeah, I'm going to make you want to get me.
Man.
Yeah. Don't touch me out of bounds. I'm going to fly over the bench. I'm going to try to get 15 on you. I'm going to try to do you dirty.
No, that's hilarious, man.
Hey, Stephen, what about that SEC graduate patch there on that uniform? That's got to make you feel good, and it probably makes a few folks back in Florida, some of your family, feel good.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so I was a grad transfer from Marshall, so I went there and graduated, and then it just feels good to be have my degree, man. I'm the first one in my personal family, like my immediate family, to graduate with their degree. So that's obviously a great thing. My parents and them drove up there to see me graduate and walk across the stage. So just happy to make them proud, make my dad and my mom proud. But it's awesome just being able to say that I have my degree, man, at a university.
Well, you're going to be great, and we're going to be pulling for you every step of the way, and we're excited, man, and the people around the state will be excited. We wish you all the best. We want you to stay healthy, and we're excited to see some great football.
Thanks, man. I appreciate both of y'all, man. Go Hogs.
Well, all right, Z and Terrors, we get ready to wrap up this edition of the Razorback Daily. Z, I love when we talk to our players, our student athletes, and Stephen Dix. Just a sharp guy, man. Really, you can see the maturity. He looks like a grown man. He plays like a grown man. And I just love the calmness. That's what you got to have. When you got a linebacker out there on that field, things are getting crazy, and you've got somebody that can look at those other 10 guys, call the play, get them lined up in the right way. You got to be able to have somebody that can direct traffic and make things happen. And with Dix and with Sori, you've got two guys that can really make a lot of things happen and keep things calm in some of the most difficult situations. So I'm excited to hear what he has to say. And I think those two linebackers, man, I think both those linebackers, Z, will have the opportunity to have over 100 tackles apiece.
That's high praise, and that would be awesome. And we can't wait to see him. That was really good to get to visit with Stephen, as you said. Quinn, as we wrap up, I talked a little bit yesterday about being at Paradise Valley Athletic Club all weekend, but I wanted to mention some of these folks. They talk so excited about Razorback football. We always talk basketball, and they want to know how Coach Van Horn's doing this summer, or I saw Coach Van Horn here, or I saw him out doing this, or that's pretty awesome. But boy, people are excited, and they talked a lot of football at PVAC. I enjoyed being there. Todd Dunaway, the pro, does a great job. Al Sexton, those guys put on a first-class tournament. And one of the main guys was there all weekend. They work for him, Lindsay, your old teammate. And let me tell you, his son Link, who's on our track team,
oh yeah,
Link is a long jumper now.
Yeah, I don't know where that athletic ability came from.
He didn't get it from Lindy or John David, I can tell you. They're strong, physical guys. Link's a jumper. He's a leaper. But he was playing golf with his dad. It was great to spend a lot of time with Lindy out there. Man, he loves Razorback so much. Loves Razorback football. But Dwayne Davis, my college roommate, he always puts me in. He has 400 people that are better golfers than me, and he lets me play in it. We had such a great time Friday and Saturday, and Dwayne played really well. I was ready to quit golf on Sunday. At one point, we were about 14 holes in. I told Dwayne, I said, I'm done with golf after this. I'm retiring. I was so mad, but we got through it. Dwight and Lance Tucker, good friends of ours, we got to play with them Saturday. Hey, your old buddy. They talked about you, Quinn. Rod Roark, Dr. Roark was there.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Long was there. The real estate does great stuff. Good buddies of Chuck Barrett's. My cousin's Lucky Warren. Lucky's married to my cousin, and Jim Gutsponer. Got to spend a lot of time with him. Sawyer was there from Hogs Plus. Quinn, he played with his dad, Hug, and of course Saul played golf at Arkansas State, and Saul's really good. You know who else was there, Quinn?
Who was
He
that?
won his flight. His team won their flight. Trent Weller, the Michigan Wolverine.
That's like what's the Z flight? Is there a Z flight? Come on, man. Oh, man.
They beat us. They beat
Oh,
me.
you're in the Z flight too. Yeah. Okay. All right.
We were not in the same flight as them, but Trent Weller and his partner won their flight. It was great golf, great weekend. I'm so glad I got to see my cut. Hey, Ed and Clark Smithson. Clark comes all the way from South Carolina. He grew up here in Fayetteville for this. Preston Giles, good buddy of ours from Memphis. He comes all the way from Memphis to play in this. And then there was these Burns, last name Burns. There's like 4 brothers that play in this. One of them came all the way from Houston. He comes every year to Paradise Valley to play. Just so many great folks. We really enjoyed it. And the guys we played with on Saturday, Denny and Cole, they smacked us, buddy. They put a whoop down, and they won our flight. They put a whooping on us. They really did. They were awesome to play with. They were so nice, so respectful, and they were just tearing us up. So they were having a great time. But loved being out there, and thanks for letting me talk about it.
Yeah, well, Lindy, you were a great athlete, so I'm gonna retract that. I'm messing with you a little bit.
Yeah,
my good friends, you are a great athlete. There's no doubt.
But he was not a long jumper for the Razorbacks.
No. But Link is making things happen. And as far as you swearing off golf, just like everybody else, we're starting our diets on Monday, and nothing that's gonna happen. You're not gonna stop playing golf, and I'm not gonna start a diet on Monday. I mean, so let's get that out of the way. And
I was really disappointed with my effort on Sunday. My effort was great. It was some of the worst golf I've ever played.
I've seen you play some bad golf.
Yeah, I know. Before we go, Quinn, we started on 17A, and my first cousin Jim and Jim's sister Michelle, her husband's name's Lucky Warren. He's a great golfer from Morrilton, plays at Morrilton Country Club. Jim and Lucky were in a group behind us, and I was nervous about hitting in front of them. I've coached all this basketball, coached on television, been in all these big arenas, and I was nervous hitting this golf ball in front of those guys, and I topped it, and it went about 20 yards in front of me and fell into some high grass. Embarrassing first shot on Sunday, and really Sunday never got much better. I was bad on Sunday. It was embarrassing. Right now, I don't want to play any more golf.
Well, you shouldn't, but you will. And that's the fun of it. And so that's all good. Well, all right, Z and Tara, that's how we'll wrap up this edition of the Razorback Daily, a Sport and Story production. I'm Quinn Grovey alongside my man, Matt Zimmerman, and we'll talk tomorrow.